Greetings. How are you? I'm here with Kira Palme.
What up?
At a secret location.
Yes.
And I just want to make sure you can hear us. The Wi-Fi here is kind of dodgy. We're in a secret cabin. And
hello to my people, because they're also going live from my page. So what's
Yes.
up, peeps? This is my friend AJ Mirzan, and we're doing some crazy but very enlightening stuff that we want to tell you about so that you can apply this to your lives as well and reap all the benefits.
Yeah, so real quick, just give us a thumbs up if you can hear us and see us. And hearts, we like hearts, hook it up. Just want to make sure you're watching this. And where you're watching this from, type in the comments. Hey Jasmine, Norbert, how you doing? So we want to talk about the importance of asking for feedback. So here and I were attending this amazing seminar this week. And the biggest thing about it is to look at your blind spots, to really think about the areas in your life that you're not aware of, right? And Kira and I, we've been friends for many, many years. We have the ability of just sharing authentically what she needs to do, what I need to do to become better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we talk about the importance of having friends that call you on your bullshit.
Yeah.
So if you have a friend that could call you on your bullshit, that's fully honest and transparent with you, leave a comment about that.
Tag them in this video.
Yes.
So that you guys can leave feedback for each other. Because oftentimes we don't want to ask what we could improve upon, or where people perceive that we're putting up walls in our lives that are imprisoning us from moving forward into the life that we truly want to create. Because especially in the entrepreneur industry and the self-help industry that we're a part of, it's like we don't want to focus on the negativity or things that aren't working, because we want to keep growing and expanding what is working. But if you're not taking a look at what isn't working or where you're holding yourself back, and if you're not getting that awareness from the people in your life that are closest to you, then you're missing out on a huge area of growth, because you've got a massive blind spot that's holding you back from moving forward.
Absolutely. All about those blind spots. And I see Ben says Eli is his bullshitter. Eli's a mutual friend. He calls me out on my bullshit too.
Nice.
Christina has Tatiana Silva. Laura says, love this. I love my bestie and my partner in crime. Absolutely.
Good.
So if you're tuning in, I want you to tag someone who calls you out on your bullshit. You have a friend who will tell you like it is. Sometimes the harsh truth, tough love, right? We're at this amazing seminar. And what's fascinating is like there's about 50 strangers, and we're doing this like all these exercises, and these strangers are telling us how we perceive to them. And what's really interesting,
how they perceive us.
How they perceive us,
Yeah.
right? And we're just taking feedback. But it's really interesting because out of the 50 people, you start to see patterns.
Yeah.
And I'm unaware that like I show up in a certain way to people. You know, I think I show up a certain way, but then the criticism, the feedback is so beneficial because I am now getting clues on how I appear to people. And actually, after the seminar ended pretty late last night, around midnight, Kira and I were sitting here in this kitchen.
Until 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Until 2 in the morning, AJ and I were giving each other feedback saying, hey man, this is where I see you're really holding out on life. This is where I see you've got blocks or insecurities. And he said the same thing to me. And then if one of us tried to defend ourselves and say, oh, well, you know, in that particular situation, I understand what you mean, but, and if we try to talk ourselves out of what someone was saying was our blind spot, then we'd be like, oh, that's more of your bullshit. You're defensive when someone is trying to tell you something that they see. So it was like super enlightening. So I would encourage you guys watching to actually reach out to at least 3 people in your life who know you best and ask them, hey, where do you see are my blind spots, or where do you see are my weaknesses where I'm preventing myself from living the most successful, joyful, and loving life possible? And then just be open to receiving that. Of course, it's kind of scary and nerve-wracking. I mean, last night people were calling me arrogant, closed off, guarded. All of these things that I heard were like, it seemed like it was attacking my soul, but I heard the patterns and I was like, wow, I've got some more work to do. And it's not that we're not saying that we're amazing people, and it's not that the people who are giving us this feedback are saying that we're not amazing. They were just making us aware of what we could work on. So yeah, can you bounce on that? Like, because a lot of people are like, are you just sitting around insulting each other all night? Like, because that's not what it's about, right?
It's about trust, right? Like, I trust Kira, she trusts me, I've known her for many years. Essentially, I feel very comfortable telling her like it is, right? There's certain things that may be harsh, but they're honest, but she takes it in a good way where she takes action on the things I tell her, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with me. Like, all this time I thought I was an awesome person. I thought everyone loves me. I'm perfect. There's nothing wrong with me. And then I go to the seminar and like 50 people are like, you're egotistical. You're arrogant. You can come off like an asshole sometimes. I'm like, me, an asshole? No way. You know? But I start to see patterns and there's some things I'm unaware of. So backing off on what Kira's saying, here is your challenge. And we did this last night. This will give you amazing insights.
Yes.
Think about the top 3 people in your life. Friends, families, lovers, side chicks, whatever, you know? Someone you met on Tinder. And basically, send them this email, okay? Subject line, I need your help. Body of the email. I really respect your point of view. Please tell me 3 areas that I can improve upon. Okay? We sent this email last night, made some calls, reached out to people, and it's so amazing because when people give you feedback, you are so clear on the patterns. There's certain patterns, you know? Like the people that I was asking, there were certain things that I saw. I'm like, holy shit, I was blind to that all along, right?
Yeah.
You got to put on your big girl panties, your big boy boxers, and take that criticism. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to be blind to it? Or like, say, no, I'm not like that.
Yeah,
but if like,
you.
if like all these people are saying, you know what? You're kind of an asshole. You know what? You're very indecisive. You know what? You smell. You should wear deodorant. You know? These are things that are good feedback. Like, holy shit, I had no idea. You know?
Wow, I do smell like shit. No, but seriously, it was so enlightening. I reached out to my last partner. I reached out to my mom. AJ and I, like I said, we were up till 2 a.m. being like, hey, here's what you're not seeing that I'm seeing, and it's really holding you back from being the amazing person that you are, but you could expand upon that. We always want to grow, right? So again, in the personal development world, we're always focused on what's working and focus on the positives and everything like that, but you are missing out on a huge area where you could transform your life. So do this. Let your guard down, put your ego to the side, don't let it lash out. And if it does, be like, oh wow, that's another one of my patterns. I'm defensive as fuck when someone tries to help me improve my life. Right? That's just another pattern. So if you find that you get angry when people are giving you feedback, that's another pattern. Where else do you get so angry in life when people are trying to support you? Or you can't even see that they're trying to support you because you get so damn angry. You know, notice what shows up, because all of this is feedback about how you could transform your life moving forward in success, joy, and love. And that's all what we want at the end of the day. We want to be rich. We want to have a hot lover in our lives, and we want to have some fun loving up on them, right? Give us hearts if you agree.
Yes, we want it all. You deserve it all. So basically, we're going to give you some homework to do. If you're watching replay, just type in replay and say, wherever you're watching this from.
Yes.
But here's your homework. It's super simple. Reach out to 3 people that you trust and that know you really well. Send them an email, a text message, and very simple. Just say, I really respect your point of view. What are 3 areas do you feel I need to improve upon? Okay? Once you do that homework, come back to this video and type in done. Type in done.
Yes.
Okay? I will tell you this will be the most enlightening insight that you get, because you will start to see patterns. The people that care about you and love you will tell you exactly how they feel, right? I love feedback. I love criticism, constructive criticism, right? And I wish I would do this more often. In fact,
I never did it before. I'm always like, oh, I'm good. And that was one of my own things that I needed to work on, was putting up a guard and always pretending that I'm all good, when in fact I'm not always all good. I mean, who is? But you know, that was one of my defense mechanisms. I'm all good. I don't need anyone's feedback. I'm good.
Yeah.
But that's such bullshit. So I'm even more aware. And if you're brave and you want some brownie points, some bonus points, when people give you the feedback, you could even say, what else?
What else?
What else? Like, lay it on me. Like, really let me know. I mean, my last partner told me all about my weaknesses when it came to me working too hard and, you know, some insecurities that I have because my standards are so high. He kept talking to me about that, but I was like, what about love and relationships? Like, what else? Like, really tell me, what else could I have done to show up in the relationship or to show up in future relationships? Lay it on me, because I really, really valued his perspective and, you know, everyone in my life. So,
yeah, so I just want to share one thing too, because this is a very powerful tool. I was on a date once, and this woman kept on cutting me off, right? She was like talking and talking and talking, cutting me off. I couldn't finish the sentence, you know? So I'm like, how am I going to tell her that she talks too much and she keeps cutting me off? So I said to her, hey, I want to be honest with you. I want you to be honest with me. What is one piece of feedback you could give me? You know? So I let her say something first. She's like, feedback? You know, she told me something, but it was kind of like vague. You know what I mean?
Don't soften it, by the way. Don't let your people soften their feedback to be nice to you. That's not what you're looking for, by the way. Okay, back to your story.
So then basically, I said to her, permission to give you feedback. And she goes, yeah, sure, you know? And I said, listen, to be quite honest with you, I couldn't finish a sentence this entire conversation. You keep cutting me off. You tend to talk a lot, and you don't really listen. So what is really good is that when I stop talking, then you could talk. You know, I had to teach her like how to become a listener. You know what I mean? And she was like, oh my God, I had no idea. My friends tell me this all the time as well. I cut people off. And like from that moment on, there's like this amazing pause, a silence in between the conversation, because no one ever told her that she cuts people off, right? Mm-hmm. And out of love for her and become a better communicator, I told her that feedback. But it's a really good trick to do it where you ask someone else for feedback for you first, let them lay it on you, and then you lay it on them, right? Because
if they ask.
Yes.
Because like my last partner never asked for feedback, I'm not going to give it. AJ asked, I gave it to him. My mom doesn't give a crap about feedback. She's happy. She's like, I don't give a shit. What is this personal development stuff? Like, go on with your day, honey. Yes. So I'm not going to give her feedback. But when I feel like I really need to, if something is interrupting our relationship, then I'm definitely going to ask if they're open for me to share something that I'm feeling. And again, it's not them. It's not that it's their problem, but it's like, hey, this is what's going on. This is how it's making me feel. And this is what's showing up for me. So like, let's just talk about that and bring that to the table. You know, so this activity is not about you asking people for feedback just so you can finally say something back to them. Like, yes, I've been waiting for this moment. No, it's all about you and your personal growth. So focus on how you can expand and improve your life by asking for that feedback that might be hard to hear at first, but when you notice the patterns, you'll see how your life can transform once you take action on improving upon those patterns. But we gotta roll, right?
Yes, we gotta roll, and a lot of people ask me, what's the homework? So the topic of this live is calling people out on their bullshit and having someone that calls you on your bullshit. So if you do, tag them in the post. The second piece of homework is reach out to 3 of your closest friends and family members, text them, call them, email them, and simply say this: I respect your point of view. What are 3 areas that I should improve to become a better person, right? Ask for honest feedback.
Honest feedback, right. No fluff. Don't be nice to me. Like, just let me know really how you feel. What else? What else? If you're on the phone with them, what else? What else? If you're texting, ask for an audio. Lay it on me, baby. Send me that text audio that's 5 minutes long.
Exactly.
And it's not about shitting on you. It's about finding those areas that you can improve upon so you can have an even more amazing life. You are already amazing. If you're watching this, you love yourself enough to be into conversations like this. High-level, enlightening conversations. Yeah. So let's make your life even better, and our lives are becoming even better by being aware of what that feedback is so you can improve upon it now and moving into the future.
This is one last thing before we end off. Shout out to Pat, Jen. Pat's always calling out my bullshit.
Jen?
Yes.
We are
so.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yes. We have to get back to our seminar, but that is your challenge. Imagine your friendships, your relationships, your business partnerships. Everyone, if you were honest with them, they were honest with you. So do the homework, ask 3 people in your life for honest feedback on what you can improve, or even post on your social media if you're feeling very courageous. I got to get back to my seminar here. We're running late. Love you and appreciate you, and I'll talk to you soon. And type in done when you do the homework. Peace.